Yeah. Yeah. It's still there at the top of the thread. 3 lines I typed at 2 a.m. and held. My thumb just hovered somewhere between, sending in the life I hadn't spelled. It started with your name the way I say it, when there's no one else around to hear. There's something about missing and then nothing just occurs. So blink and disappear and interfere. I should've pressed delete by now. I know that, but erasing feels like agreeing that it doesn't matter, and I can't do that. So I keep the text I never sent you, all those words still lit up on the screen. A message drafted in the dark of almost living in the space of in-between. The text I never erased, still glowing like a question that I ask the only way I know, without the risk of your expression. The text I never erased, still yours, still mine, still waiting on a reply that exists only in the quiet of the moments I reread it. Every night I've rehearsed the way you might have answered, a dozen versions, warm or cool or kind, and every one of them feels like a different future that I constructed just to pass the time. Sometimes I think the unsent is the purest, no misreading and no chance to fail. The love that lives inside the almost ending, safe in ways that delivered love can't be. I know I should've let it go by now, rewritten it or nothing, but there's something in that I've composed confession that keeps me from becoming someone who stopped trying. So I keep the text I never sent you, all those words still lit up on the screen. A message drafted in the dark of almost living in the space of in-between. The text I never erased, still glowing like a question that I ask the only way I know, without the risk of your expression. The text I never erased, still yours, still mine, still waiting on a reply that exists only in the quiet of the moments I reread it. Every night, what if I just sent it? What's the worst that you could do? Read it in the morning, put the phone down, carry through. What if the version of you that I'm afraid of is a fiction made of all my oldest fears? What if you've been waiting on a message that I've almost sent 100 times this year? What if I just pressed it? What if I just let it go? What if the text I never erased was the only thing that kept us from the thing I'll never know? Still I keep the text I never sent you. Maybe that's the only place I'm brave. All those words still glowing in the margins of a heart that doesn't know how to behave. Text I never erased, it's still there tonight. 3 lines that hold everything I am and everything I'm still too afraid to write. Text I never erased, still yours, still mine, still glowing, still yours, still mine. Text I never erased. You're 6 time zones away tonight, the kind of fall that bends the meaning of the word. I watched the sunrise move from you to me, and thought of how the same light can be shared. They say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, like distance is a gift we didn't ask to give. But I think we learned something harder and more honest, that you can miss someone and still know how to live. And the strangest thing about the miles between us is I carry you more fully than before, like the distance made a space inside me bigger and filled it with a version of you I know more. We get closer as we go far, something in the space between us learns to navigate the dark. Closer as we go far, like a signal getting clearer through the static and the stars. As we get closer as we go far, every mile a kind of gravity that pulls us to the heart of what we are, what we are. I've learned the shape of you in your absence. The way you laugh from the delay in the call. The way your voice sounds different in the evening. And how that difference tells me most of all that I am paying now the kind of attention that proximity was too familiar to allow. Distance made a gift, I gotta love her out of someone who just barely noticed how. And the strangest thing about the time between us is it made me study everything you are. Like I memorized the country I was leaving and found I knew it better from afar. We get closer as we go far. Something in the space between us learns to navigate the dark. Closer as we go far, like a signal getting clearer through the static and the stars. Oh, we get closer as we go far. Every mile a kind of gravity that pulls us to the heart of what we are, what we are. I don't wanna romanticize the aching or pretend that every hard night doesn't cost. But I believe the love that lives in distance is a different kind of love and not a loss. Because we chose each other past the easy, past the proximity, and past the convenient near. We chose each other in the inconvenient longing, which means we chose each other when it wasn't clear. And that's the kind of closer I believe in. Not the kind that needs a body in the room, but the kind that asks, are you still choosing? And keeps choosing you, keeps choosing you. We get closer as we go far. We have learned to be the signal in each other's dark. Closer as we go far. Something built between the calling and the distance and the stars. Whoa, we are closer as we go far. Every mile a proof of something that was always in our hearts. What we are, still what we are. 6 time zones away, and you're the closest thing I know. Closer as we go far. Still closer as we go far. Still choosing you. Still closer as we go far. It's midnight here in noon, somewhere you're standing. The line between us cuts the clock in 2. And I'm lying in the dark with the window open, and the night on the side feels the shape of you. I called because I didn't have a reason, which felt like the most honest reason I could find. There's something about midnight that makes boundaries dissolve between the reckless and the kind. And your voice comes through the static of the distance, a little low, a little slow, a little warm. Like midnight found its way across the time zone and settled in the quiet of my room like home. Midnight across the line, where your day meets my night, and we talk about nothing, which is everything, right? Midnight across the line, between here and where you are, between the words we're saying and the ones we leave in the dark, that warm, soft, honest dark. Midnight across the line. You told me about the weather where you're standing, the way the light was doing something strange. I told you about the cat that keeps on visiting, and somehow that was all the truth we need to exchange. There's an art to saying nothing, saying everything, a kind of talk that holds without a hold, where we circle what we mean without quite landing. And that circling is worth more than being bold. And your laugh comes through the distance like a current, something living warm that crosses lines. Like midnight knows exactly what it's carrying and delivers it to both our sides. A midnight across the line, where your day meets my night, and we talk about nothing, which is everything, right? Midnight across the line, between here and where you are, between the words we're saying and the ones we leave in the dark, the warm, soft, honest dark. Midnight across cross the line. I think about the version of us someday. Same time zone, same ceiling, same night, where midnight is a thing we share without the phone call, where I don't have to imagine what that looks like in your life. But until then, there's something almost sacred about the call that neither of us planned, about the way the whole world goes to sleep around us, and it's just two voices and a hand that isn't holding anything but something that doesn't have a name in any tongue. Something built to midnight and of distance, and the honesty of calls that don't belong to reason or to logic or to daylight, but to the hour when we finally tell the truth. Midnight across the line is where I find you. It's where I find you, where I always find you. Midnight across the line. You're noon in my night, and we don't need a reason when the timing isn't right. Midnight across the line doesn't ask us to explain, just to stay a little longer in the calling, just to not hang up again. Don't hang up again. Midnight across the line, still talking. Don't hang up. It's midnight here, and I don't mind. Midnight across the line. Midnight across the line. Just a little longer. Midnight across the line. Midnight across the line. Yeah. The departure board is spinning overhead, every city blurring into white. I've counted all the tiles from the entrance, and I'm still 40 minutes from your flight. I've been here before in different airports, with the coffee going cold in my hand, waiting for the doors to slide the promise open, waiting for the rush of where I land. There's something about a gate that makes you honest, something about arrivals that breaks you open. The whole world in transit and I'm standing still, waiting for the moment you come over the hill. Back to you at gate 7. Every mile was just a line between wherever I was living and the place I call mine. Back to you at gate 7, where the fluorescent lights make everything feel urgent, like arriving feels like the first time. Every time, every time. Yeah. Hey. I rehearsed a dozen things to say to you, something casual, something bright, but all of them fall out the moment that I see you walk through with your bag straps pulled up tight. You look tired in the way that travel makes you, a little worn around the careful parts, and I wanna take the weight of every transit and replace it with the quiet of my arms. There's something about a gate that holds its breath, something about the second before you're found, like the whole world pauses at the sliding doors and doesn't start again until you're homebound. Back to you at gate 7. Every mile was just a line between wherever I was living and the place I call mine. Back to you at gate 7, where the fluorescent lights make everything feel urgent, like arriving feels like the first time. Every time, every time. Hey. I thought about what distance does to people. How some grow thin and some grow deep. We chose to grow the kind of love that travels, that carries well and doesn't fall asleep. And every time you come back through that doorway, something lands in me that went away. I don't know how to love in moderation, I just know I'll be at gate 7 every day, day, day. Back to you, gate 7. Every mile was just a line between wherever I was losing and the place where I feel fine. Back to you at gate 7. Through the noise and the light, everything I left behind is waiting on the other side. Every time, every time. always find my way back to you. No matter where the flights are taking me, I'm always coming back. Gate 7 to you. Bang to you. We were lying on the hood of your old car when the meteor shower came without a warning. You said make a wish, but I was watching you lit from underneath by all that burning. There's a kind of love that's shaped like open sky, wide enough to hold whatever we were feeling, too large for any word, we had to name it. So we let it float up past the ceiling. And I thought if I could cross the whole sky once, it still wouldn't be enough to understand what it means to look at something infinite and find that it fits perfectly inside your hand. Twice across the sky, I'd fly it just for you. Once to learn the shape of all that wonder, once to bring it home to you. Twice across the sky, where the atmosphere runs thin, I lose myself in all that blue, just to find my way back in to you. Back into you. In the morning when the light came slow and sideways, you were still asleep, one arm across the sea. And something in the ordinary stillness made the universe feel almost incomplete, because all that sky above us still was turning, all those distances still vast and unexplained. And yet the only thing I couldn't measure was the space you left each time you said my name. And I thought if I could map every constellation, draw a line between each star I've seen, it still wouldn't trace the shape of what you are to me. You're everything you've always meant to me. Twice across the sky, I'd fly it just for you. Once to learn the shape of all that wonder, once to bring it home to you. Twice across the sky, where the atmosphere runs thin, I'd lose myself in all that blue, just to find my way back in to you. Back into you. They say the light we see from distant stars left those stars 1,000 years ago, that what we're seeing is already history, and yet it still arrives to let us know there's something burned bright enough to reach us across impossible and silent space. And I wonder if that's what love is really like, that travels time to find a face. So when I say I cross the sky to find you, understand I mean a different kind of far, not the miles but the meaning of the reaching of the light that travels just to show you where we are. Twice across the sky, 1,000 times for you. Once to understand the shape of longing, once to finally come through. Twice across the sky, and every time I land I find you in the ordinary morning, with the universe inside your hand, inside your hand. Twice across, just to come back to you. All that sky, and still I choose you. Yeah. Too careful, too quiet, too afraid to go. There's a map folded up in the glove compartment, creased at the edges where we never went. I used to think the road would always be waiting, but the years have a way of collecting their rent. Somewhere out there is a version of us who turned left where we always turn right, who stayed for the summer and not just the season, and danced in a stranger's town on a Friday night. But I still feel the pull of those unmarked directions, like a hand on my shoulder saying there's still time. The roads we haven't taken are still out there breathing, whispering softly at the edge of my mind. Roads we haven't taken, still calling out my name, lined with light and leaves and all the things that never stay the same. Roads we haven't taken. versions of a life I almost lived before I got too old. Too careful, too quiet, too afraid to go. I think about the town with the red painted shutters. We drove through at dusk and you said slow down. We didn't, we kept going, some errand was waiting. But that town had a music I still can't forget now. And what about the path by the lake in October when the fog was so thick we could barely see through? I said we'll come back and you smiled like you knew then. The back is a direction we both outgrew. I still feel the pull of those unmarked directions. Every junction a question I can't answer right. The roads we haven't taken are still out there breathing, lit by the glow of a perpetual night. Roads we haven't taken, still calling out my name. Lined with light and leaves and all the things that never stay the same. Roads we haven't taken, I wonder what they hold. The versions of a life I almost lived before I got too old. Too careful, too quiet, too afraid to go. Maybe it's not too late to take the long way. Maybe detours were always the point. Maybe getting lost is just another word for finding what the straight roads can anoint. I'll leave the map unfolded on the dashboard. I'll let the engine idle at the turn. Every road we haven't taken is still waiting. That's the only lesson I'm still trying to learn. Roads we haven't taken, still calling out my name. Now I'm alive and all the things that never stay the same. Roads we haven't taken, I'm finally letting go of the fear that kept me from the roads I was always meant to know. Still out there, still breathing, still waiting for me down every road I couldn't see. Time slips like this. I didn't notice when the summer changed. One morning cool, the light a different angle. The leaves not fully turned but turning anyway. The whole season shifting without signal. And that's the thing about the way time moves. It never makes an entrance, never knocks. It slips beneath the door while you're distracted, and by the time you feel it, it's already past the clock. I keep trying to hold the ordinary moments, like water in my cupped and careless hands. But time slips through the places I'm not watching. It pulls somewhere I'll never understand. Time slips like this, in the space between the breaths. In the Tuesday afternoons we never thought to catch. Time slips like this, through the corners of our days. And suddenly a year's passed without us noticing the ways that everything we love is also leaving. In the soft and ordinary haze, time slips like this. I have a photo of us from 3 years ago. We look the same but something's different now. The angle of the light, or maybe something in us, is settled into something we'd allow. And there's a version of me then who didn't know yet how quickly all of this would become past. Who thought the present was a permanent condition, who didn't know to love things like they couldn't last. I keep trying to slow the ordinary moments, to press them flat like flowers in a book. But time slips through the pages while I'm pressing, and by the time I'm ready they're too far gone to look. Time slips like in the space between the breaths. In the Tuesday afternoons we never thought to catch. Time slips like this, through the corners of our days. And suddenly a year has passed without us noticing the ways that everything we loved was also leaving. stop the slipping. Maybe lost in love, we're always side by side. Maybe every moment holds a seed of its own leaving, and that's what makes it precious when it's alive. I wanna learn to grieve the things still happening, to love them in the present of their going, to say I see you, I see what you are costing. I'm grateful for the beauty of your showing. So let it slip, I'll watch it go and let time move the way it always has to move. But I'll be standing here with my eyes open, in love with all the ways I'm losing you. Time slips like this, and I won't look away from the Tuesday afternoons, the unremarkable days. Time slips like this through the best years of our lives, and I wanna be the one who stood there watching, who is grateful just to be alive. Inside the slipping, inside the light, inside the ordinary, beautiful. The taxi's at the curb and your coat is in your hand, and the hallway light is yellow and too bright. And I'm standing where the kitchen meets the living room, trying to look like I'm alright. I've said goodbye 100 times in this apartment, but tonight it has a different weight somehow. Like something in the air is holding its position, and I can't quite make myself say it now. The coffee's still half warm on the counter, your shoes are by the door where you left them, and the whole apartment smells of the evening, and the evening doesn't wanna end. Don't reach for that coat just yet, don't let the door decide the night. There's still so much I haven't said, and the morning isn't right for any of us. Stay a little longer, just a little longer. The night is wide enough for us to fill. Stay a little longer, just a little longer. The taxi can't wait and the world stands still. When you stay just a little longer, I'll make coffee, I'll make space. Stay a little longer in this unremarkable and necessary place with me. Stay. I know you have an early train tomorrow. I know the morning comes whether we sleep or not. And I know the hardest thing about the leaving is that leaving is the only thing you've got. But there's a kind of night that doesn't happen often, when everything is easy and the words come slow, and something in the room is paying attention to the people who aren't ready yet to go. And I wanna stay inside of that a little, wanna let the hours stretch beyond its name, because when you're here the ordinary's different, and when you leave things quietly go back to being the same. Just don't look at the time yet, don't let the clock decide for us tonight. There's something here that lives in the in-between, and it only lives in the half-light between hello and goodbye. A little longer, just a little longer. The night is wide enough for us to fill. Stay a little longer, just a little longer. The taxi can't wait and the world stands still. When you stay just a little longer, I'll make coffee, I'll make space. Stay a little longer in this unremarkable and necessary place with me. Stay. I'm not asking you to change a thing about tomorrow. I'm not asking for the world or for forever. I'm just asking for the hour we haven't used yet, for the part of this that no one else can measure. Because I've been practicing the art of easy leaving, of standing at the door like it's a choice I've made. But tonight I'm done pretending that it doesn't matter. I'm done being the one who isn't afraid. So stay, not because the morning isn't waiting, not because the world can hold its breath for long, but because this room is ours for just a little longer. And being here together isn't wrong. Stay, stay a little longer. Stay a little longer, just a little longer. I'll ask for nothing more than this. Stay a little longer, just a little longer. One more conversation taxi's still out there, the morning's still coming, but tonight you're still here. Stay a little longer, just a little longer. Stay. Yeah. Side by side in silence. You're reading by the lamp on your side of the bed. Your glasses on the edge of your nose like always. And I'm not really watching, but I'm watching instead. The soft rise of your breathing in the hallways. This quiet we've been building without knowing. This ordinary cathedral of a life where nothing happens loudly, nothing glowing. Just you and me and the hum of the night. No need for words to fill the room. No performance, no proving. Just two people sharing the same moon without even moving. Side by side in silence. This is how I know that love is not the lightning, it's the steady afterglow. Side by side in silence. We don't need to say everything that matters most was always in the space between the words we didn't need today. Sometimes I reach for my hand in the dark, not for anything, just to remember I'm here. And I hold it like a compass, like a landmark, like proof that what I love is always near. There's a comfort in the absence of performance, in loving without audience or score. This is what I never knew I wanted, a silence I keep coming back for. No need for words to fill the room, no rehearsal or revision. Just two people trusting that the truth doesn't always need a decision. Side by side in silence. This is how I know that love is not the lightning, it's the steady afterglow. Side by side in silence. We don't need to say everything that matters most was always in the space between the words we didn't need today. People talk about love like it's a fire, something that blazes and demands. But the love I know burns lower, longer. It warms without consuming where it lands. I used to think that quiet meant an ending, the silence was the symptom of decay. But here with you the silence keeps expanding into something neither of us could say. Side by side in silence. This is how I know that love is not the lightning, it's the steady afterglow. Side by side in silence. I don't need to say that everything I've ever really needed was already here beside me anyway. Here beside me, here beside me, quietly here, side by side. Yeah. I woke up and the ceiling felt too high, like the room expanded while I was asleep. The coffee cup looks heavy in my hand, and the distance to the door is way too deep. I know this doesn't make sense on paper, but every ordinary object has a weight. The phone screen is a country I can navigate, and getting dressed feels like an act of faith. I don't know when the world got this enormous, I don't know when I got this small. It used to fit around me like a jacket, now I'm lost inside the hall. Everything feels bigger than it did before. The sky, the noise, the people, the space behind the door. Everything feels bigger, and I feel like less, like I made it something thinner. And the world has more to press against me, around me. Filling every space, everything feels bigger, and I'm trying to find my place inside of it. Inside of it. Someone asked me how I was today, and I said fine, because fine has fewer parts than the actual answer, which is something like I'm carrying the weather in my heart. And the supermarket lights were too aggressive, and the music in the coffee shop too bright, and everyone seemed fluent in a language I'd forgotten how to speak just overnight. I know that this is temporary weather, I know the light will calibrate again, but knowing doesn't always make the ceiling go back to where it was before the rain. Everything feels bigger than it did before. The sky, the noise, the people, the space behind the door. Everything feels bigger, and I feel like less, like I made of something thinner. And the world has more to press against me, around me. Filling every space, everything feels bigger, and I'm trying to find my place inside of it. Inside of it. But here's the thing about the feeling bigger. Here's the part I keep forgetting when it comes. The days I feel the smallest are the days I've been holding the most for everyone. And there's a kind of strength inside the breaking, a kind of knowledge in the overwhelming tide, that the reason everything feels large and heavy is because I've been carrying it all inside. So let it be big, let the ceiling be high, let the sky be enormous, let me feel the size of everything I've loved and lost and carry. Let me feel the weight of being alive. Everything feels bigger, and for once that's fine. The sky is enormous, and I'm gonna be alright. City through your eyes, city through your eyes. I've walked the street 1,000 times before, the same cracked tiles, the same fluorescent stores. But when you stopped and pointed at the sky, reflected in a puddle on the floor, I saw it like I never had it all, a city holding heaven in its cracks. And now I realize that I've been living in a surface that needed you to show me what it lacks. You see the things that I've been walking past, the color in the ordinary fast, the way the evening settles on the brickwork, the beauty I forgot was built to last. A city through your eyes, it's somewhere I've never been, the same streets, same gray skies, but everything between looks different, looks alive, looks like it means something more. A city through your eyes is what I used to know this place was for, before I stopped looking, before I stopped looking. Yeah, you found a garden tucked behind a doorway. I passed 100 Tuesdays going home. You said the city hides its best things sideways, and nobody discovers them alone. And there were children feeding birds by lamplight, a man who played guitar for no one there, an old woman watching from a second window with the kind of peace I never learned to wear. You see the stories I've been stepping over, the lies that fill the margins of the day, the way the strangers carry small heroics in the ordinary, unremarkable way. A city through your eyes is somewhere I've never been, the same streets, same gray skies, but everything between looks different, looks alive, looks like it means something more. A city through your eyes is what I used to know this place was for, before I stopped looking, before I stopped looking. how I got so good at passing. Now I train myself to move and not to see. The city was a backdrop never sent, until you stood right in the middle of it with me. Now every time I walk here in the morning, before the day has asked me to be fast, I try to see it through the lens you gave me, the version of the city built to last. The puddle in the sky inside it, the doorway in the garden it conceals, the man who plays for no one but the lamplight. Now that kind of love is what is real. The city through your eyes is somewhere I come back to, the same streets, different light. Something that I never knew. Looks patient, looks like grace, looks like it was always there. A city through your eyes is how I learned to look at everything with that much care. I still hear it in the quiet room, the way your laughter broke the afternoon. A ghost of gold inside the fading light, it stays with me long after midnight. I reach for something that was never mine to hold. The warmth you left has turned to something cold. Echoes of your smile find me every time I close my eyes and you're still there, like sunlight in the winter. Echoes of your smile drifting through my mind. I can't erase the tender ache of everything you used to make. The photograph has started turning gray, but I still feel you in the light of day. A melody I never wrote alone, playing softly in the corner of my home. Maybe time was never on our side, but every echo keeps you alive. I don't need to hold what I can't see, 'cause your smile is still a part of me. Yeah. Beautiful and pause. Yeah. There's a color right after the sun goes down that doesn't have a proper name. It's not quite gold, but not yet dark, and it holds everything that changed. closed. We were sitting on the balcony that summer, watching the day put itself to bed. And neither of us said the thing we were thinking, which was quietly living in our heads. That something between us had gone past its turning, that we loved each other past the place it keeps, that the gold was in the process of becoming something blue and quiet in the deep. And I watched the color leave the sky so slowly, you could almost let yourself believe it stays, fading after sunset, like a thing that loves you as it goes, still lights you as it fades. Fading after sunset, that's the love we had, the most beautiful at ending, neither good nor bad. Fading after sunset, all that golden rose turning into something tender as the darkness slowly grows. We were brightest in the going, we were warmest in the last. Fading after sunset, beautiful and past. Fading after sunset, beautiful and past. I don't wanna call it failure, what we had deserved a better word. A love that ran its natural course to stillness is not the same as a love that never occurred. We were good the way the seasons can be good without apology for what they are. I loved you like a long and honest summer, and you loved me like an early autumn star. And stars don't stop being stars when dawn arrives, and summers don't regret the cooling air. And I won't call us broken just because we faded into something neither of us planned to share. I watched the color leave without a grievance, without the drama that I thought it owed. Fading after sunset like a grace note, a quiet and completed episode. Fading after sunset, that's the love we had, the most beautiful at ending, neither good nor bad. Fading after sunset, all that golden rose turning into something tender as the darkness slowly grows. We were brightest in the going, we were warmest in the last. Fading after sunset, beautiful and past. Fading after sunset, beautiful and past. I used to think that love should fight the fading, should hold the light by force against the night. But now I think the most honest kind of love, it knows when to release and still call itself right. Because some things are made for burning brightly, and some are made for glowing and for going slow. And the ones that fade the gentlest after sunset are often the ones that lit the most of what I know. So I'll keep the color of that unnamed hour, the one that lived between the gold and blue. I'll keep the version of myself that loved you in the last long light of an afternoon with you. Fading after sunset, nothing lost, just changed, the most honest kind of ending, nothing to explain. Fading after sunset, in that nameless light, we were everything that mattered in the final moments of the bride. We were warmest in the going, we were truest in the last. Fading after sunset, beautiful and past, into something new. I carry it, still beautiful, still you. The sky after the sun goes holds every color that it was. Fading after sunset, still carrying its warmth, still fading, still beautiful, still ours. Yeah. Prettier under gray skies. It's prettier that way, yeah. Everyone leaves when the weather turns, but you put on your coat and stay. You said the city looks like a painting today, and I've been thinking about that ever since. There's something in the diffused light of clouds that makes the colors deeper than they look. The way the gray sky holds the world more gently, like a poem without a hook. The flowers lean a little in the overcast. The streets get quiet when the sky gets low. And everything I've ever found worth keeping seems to live in somewhere close to slow. I think I've always loved the in-between, the threshold light that can't decide its mood. The way that beauty doesn't need the sunshine to be the truest version of the truth. You're prettier under gray skies, not because the light is kind, but because the gray has nothing. You finally let me find the version of you that isn't turned up for the day. Prettier under gray sky when the crowd has gone away, and it's just you and the weather and the long unhurried way. You let yourself be seen. You're prettier under gray skies. You're prettier that way. We walk for half an hour without a destination, the kind of walk that doesn't keep a score. You said you always feel more like yourself in autumn, when everything's preparing to be more. There's freedom in the stripping back of color, when the trees decide that green has run its course. When the world wears what it actually is underneath, without the summer's practiced and performed. And I watched you squint up at the pewter cloud, and something in your face unclenched a little. And I thought, I wanna know this version always, the one who stands contented in the middle. I think I've always loved the soft conditions, the rainy afternoon, the muffled air, the way that people settle into stillness when the bright demanding world is not quite there. You're prettier under gray skies, not because the light is kind, but because the gray has nothing. And you finally let me find the version of you that isn't turned up for the day. Prettier under gray skies when the crowd has gone away, and it's just you and the weather in the long unhurried way. You let yourself be seen. You're prettier under gray skies. You're prettier that way. I know you think the sunshine is when you're your best, when everything is easy and the world is bright. But I have loved you most inside the overcast, in the stubborn, ordinary, clouded light. Because gray skies ask you to be what you are, without the flattery of a perfect afternoon. And what you are without the golden hour is the thing I wanna come back to. So keep your sunshine days out, don't need them. I'll take the gray, I'll take the long slow rain, I'll take the you who walks without a reason, in the cloudy and the quietly mundane. You're prettier under gray skies, not a performance, not a pose, just the version of you living in the way that no one knows. You're prettier under gray skies, in the muted afternoon, in the diffused tender lighting of the world between the bloom and the bare. And I'll be there every gray sky morning, finding you more beautiful, I swear. Under gray skies, you're prettier there. Let it cloud over, let the sky go soft. Prettier under gray skies is the only you I want. Gray skies, stay a little longer. The little place by you. There's a coffee shop 2 blocks from where you live, with a window that the afternoon walks through. I found it by accident one rainy Wednesday, and ordered something warm and thought of you. The chairs are mismatched and the music's always low, and the person at the counter knows my name now. I didn't mean to make it a habit of my Sundays, but here I am again and I don't know how. The walls are painted something close to green, the kind of color that forgets to be a color. And everyone who sits here seems to be waiting for something or another. And I think that's why I come here, to be close to where you are without the weight of asking. To sit inside the neighborhood you breathe in, and let that be enough without they asking. That little place by you is the closest I can get to the version of a life I haven't chosen yet. That little place by you with the slow light and its hum is where I go to miss you in a way that doesn't come. With all the parts that hurt, with all the things unsaid, just me in a warm cup and the neighborhood instead. That little place by you, that little place. I've watched the leaves change from that corner seat, from amber into nothing into bare. I watched the street put on its winter coat, and people leaning harder into their scarves. One evening I saw someone who walked like you, same angle in the shoulder, same long stride. And I looked down into my cup and smiled at how a stranger carried you inside. The barista put on something I remember from a playlist that we shared a while ago. And I sat completely still inside that moment, unwilling to disturb the undertow. And I think that's why I keep coming back here, cause the ordinary holds the shape of you, in the music and the neighborhood and rainfall and everything that's just a block or two. That little place by you is the closest I can get to the version of a life I haven't chosen yet. That little place by you with its low light and its hum is where I go to miss you in a way that doesn't come. With all the parts that hurt, with all the things unsaid, just me and a warm cup and the neighborhood instead. That little place by you, that little place. Someday I might tell you that it's there, that tiny unremarkable corner of your world that became the only place I go when missing you gets heavy to be held. Or maybe I'll just keep it as my secret, the way love always holds a few rooms back. A little place that only I know about, 2 blocks from you and slightly off the map. And if you ever happen to walk past and see me sitting sideways in the light, I hope you'd come and pull up the other chair, and that would be enough to make it right. That little place by you is where I've left a part of the version of myself who's still learning your heart. That little place by you with its green walls and its hum is where I come to love you without asking you to come, without the weight of words, without the risk of no, just me and a warm cup and the soft walk home from that little place by you. That little place 2 blocks from where you live, I've made myself a home. In that little place by you, I'm never quite alone. That little place by you. Suitcase half packed on the bedroom floor, maps are maybe scattered by the door. I don't know where the next good story starts, but I got you, and that's the only chart. Let the trains run late, let the signals fail. Love like ours needs no particular trail. Tickets to anywhere, don't care where we land, as long as I'm looking out the window with your hand in my hand. Tickets to anywhere, the world's still wide, wherever some paper bags and borrowed time, trading whispers in the foreign cities rhyme. We got nothing figured out, and that's the point. The adventure is the whole entire joint. Maybe it's not a destination after all. Maybe it's just the way your name sounds when you call from the other side of a crowded terminal gate, waving me toward wherever feels like fate. Kiss to anywhere, don't care where we land, as long